Namaskar, I am SK Bhardwaj. Today I am giving you the gist of the six organs of philosophy, I mean Hindu philosophy. It constitutes the third chapter of my blog santoshkipathshala.blogspot.com covering Hindu philosophy. Now, the aim of the philosophy is to relieve one from pain, sorrow, ignorance, and induce prudence, enlightenment, which will lead to emancipation. One will be relieved of the cycle of birth and death, reincarnation. The basic principle is the Almighty is supreme and nature is a component of the God. The third part of it is the soul, which is present in each and every organism. Here we talk about yoga. Yoga is, we don't call it yoga, we say yoga. Yoga means in Hindi jodna, to connect, to associate with the God. So one will attain emancipation, salvation once he has undergone the punishment and reward of all of his deeds in present and the previous lives. That is the virtues and the sins. The best way is to continue with our duty faithfully, honestly, truthfully. The sattvic, the virtuous ones, and keep on remembering the God, meditating in Him, praying Him, concentrating in Him. Now, soul is the smallest component of the God. It is present in each and every living being. It will emerge with the God once it becomes pure, clean, free from all defects. For this, one has to detach himself from the nature. Ignorance and illusion are the two reasons one remain attached to the nature. That is, I mean this world, the universe, property, wealth, friends, and all that around us. Sanatan Dharma, we call it Hindu Dharma. This is eternal, no origin, no end. We are living in the present, and this is there to suggest us the methods, means of detachment, relinquishment. We talk about sannyas as well. So, but I stress that we should live in this world and continue working with dedication. The basic details which tells us all about the God, about the nature, about the universe, infinite number of universes, is Ved. Now, since Maharshi Vedvyas divided them into four for the sake of simplicity, we call them Rigved, Yajurved, Atharved, and Samved. The efforts made by one after another enlightened people, Maharshis, Brahmarishis, led to the division of this subject into several volumes. Some of them are Brahmans, Aryanyak, Smriti, Vedant, Puran, Upanishad, etc. These books explain the basics of the Ved to the disciples, the curious, who wants to understand the basics of nature and the God, who want to attain the ultimate. The 6 treatises which I am naming just now, they explain the Vedas thoroughly. I have started translating Vedas with Rigved chapter 1, and I have translated till Strot 163 in English. I am depending over others for Hindi translation, and at occasions I find that the translation made by 2 or 3 different people do not match. Bhagavad Gita is another book. I should call it a holy book. This is really the best book I have ever learned. I have translated Bhagavad Gita as well into English. I have written some comments occasionally. So these are the books which connect us with the God, which helps us in relieving from the pain and connecting us with the God. You will find more than 1000 Upanishads and 18 Purans. I have read all the 18 Purans, and I have read Mahabharata twice, Ramayana, etc. So all that I am giving you is the gist of all these books. I found that these holy books, they modified my behavior, my mindset. I found Mahabharata to be the excellent treatise on administration. It is my opinion. So I will just name the 6 branches, 6 organs, 6 pillars of Hindu philosophy. It's better if I call it Indian philosophy. The first one is justice, Nyaya. It was propounded by Gautam. Second one is Vaishvik, derived from Vishnu. It was propounded by Karnak, and it gives the true form of religion. It explains the 3 basic components, ingredients, the Almighty, the soul, and the nature. The third one is Sankhya. Sankhya basically means numerical. It was propounded by Kapil, an incarnation of the God himself. He said that 24 basic ingredients are there which constitute the nature, and the 25th constitute of the Almighty and the nature itself. He considered them as one. And in fact, the Almighty and the nature are one. Nature is a component of the Almighty. Unless until we get ourselves detached from the nature, we cannot reach the God. The fourth one is yoga. The treatise was propounded by Patanjali. I have written, I have summarized more than 14 chapters on yoga in Hindi and English as well over my blogs. Then comes Purva Mimamsa, explanation of the earlier treatises by Jaimini. Basically, it explains curiosity. It has 12 chapters, 60 subtitles, and 2061 strot, sutra, shlok, whatever you call them. Now, the sixth, Uttara Mimamsa, getting the answers. And this is the job done by Maharshi Vedvyas, who divided the Veds into four, who has written Srimad Bhagavad Gita. When Bhagwan Shri Krishna answered the various questions raised by Arjuna. And here comes the desire to know the God. I have given you just the gist of it, and if you are interested in learning more, you may visit my blog. I am just giving you a snap of it. Have a look over it. If you find interesting, you can go through the whole chapter and various other chapters. So thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you again.